Greetings, 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 good people. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. February 8th. The year is 2023. It's Aquarius season, right? Of course, my dog would bark right now while I'm trying to record, y'all. Lord have mercy. Just ignore him in the background. There's nothing I can do about it. All right, so it's Aquarius season. Shout out to all the Aquariuses, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so today is going to be an interesting day full of hot topics, shenanigans. Beyonce, she can't catch a break. Everybody is still talking about Beyonce. I think she is being heavily discriminated against. All right. She's been snubbed again out of Album of the Year. And a lot of people are not happy about it. Ivy Park allegedly is losing money. I'm going to talk about that. But listen, Beyonce is getting ready to go on tour. Everybody is in an uproar and excited about getting tickets. So I wish Beyonce nothing but the best. But we got to get into what is being reported, okay? Also, Orlando Jones, ladies and gentlemen. He is still alive, okay? But I think he is being exploited, and I don't find it funny. So I'm gonna touch on what's going on with him. Who else? LeBron James made history recently, and we got a couple of other hot topics and shenanigans sprinkled in between. All right. So to my YouTube family, as you are rolling in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Shout out to my Twitch live stream viewers. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to all of the new royal family members, aka the subscribers. All right. Thank you guys for showing so much love on one of my previous videos about Wendy Williams and her corny ex-husband. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. We're going to continue. I'm going to continue to send well wishes and prayers to Auntie Wendy Williams. All right. So welcome everybody, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. All right. So before we start talking about the juicy hot topics, let's get a little bit of shenanigans going. Okay. I like a little bit of shenanigans every once in a while. Right. So I saw this the other day on social media. There is a young lady going around saying that her parents are very famous people. One still living, one no longer with us. All right. So just take a look and a listen at this, ladies and gentlemen. Like to hear it? Here it goes. Shout out to Chronicle Speaks. She posted this to her Instagram page. So y'all like to hear it? Here it go.
My name is Love. My given name. I am the biological daughter of Aaliyah Houghton and Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, and I just want to tell my truth and also tell my mother's truth because I feel like it's time and it's needed. I feel that I went through so many things as far as keeping this identity and then living with different family members that was there to, the industry. You guys know how it can get. And I just want the world to know that the best part of me, and I am also an extension of my mother, Aliyah Houghton. I been shipped around or constantly as far as when I was young.
Okay, before I play this second slide, I just have to compose myself. So this woman is going around saying that her parents are Robert and Aaliyah. All right, let's continue on with the second slide.
Okay, I'm about to sing for y'all because
Oh man,
I feel like I have my mother's voice and my mother's had her voice and it just been passed on. It makes with my dad too. And it is what it is.
oh.
How could the one I gave my heart to break my heart so bad?
Oh my God.
How could the one who made me happy make me feel so sad?
All right, I that's enough, ladies and gentlemen. This woman is saying that she is the daughter of Robert and Aaliyah. Let me just say something, okay? What if she believes this? What if she really believes this? And the comments don't make it any better. Someone said she meant Flavor Flav and New York. Someone else said her lies are 1 in a million. They go on and on and on. She gives me a really eerie feeling all day long. Now that was clever. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I repeat, please take people and any mental illness that they may have seriously. I've watched this a couple of times, and I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh. So I don't have any more giggles in me. But what if she really believes this? Or what if she's just trying to get TikTok famous? I think the latter is the case. All right, let's just move on. Listen, we're not short of shenanigans here. All right, you guys will purchase anything. Not all of you. Some people, you put out a half-eaten Cheeto and say that somebody famous ate it, and people will go crazy and bid all types of astronomical prices to buy it. Clothes is no exception. I've seen some of these designers come out with the ugliest clothes, shoes, accessories, etc. And people go up for it because it has a name brand attached to it. This, however, is silly, but I think this is absolutely hilarious. Did you guys see this? So there's this brand, is it short for mischief or whatever the heck it is? And apparently these boots, red boots, are $350. All right. So they're going viral. This is according to the Shade Room. A couple of other media outlets were reporting on it. Look at these. I can't play the audio because I think it's copywritten music, but it's kind of like cartoonish. Y'all, when I saw this, this is another thing that I was laughing at. They look like big ear pods. They look like cartoon boots. Listen, if somebody gifted these to me, I would wear them because it fits my personality. I'm a big cartoon character sometimes, and I think that this is absolutely hilarious. There was somebody pictured wearing these. I think it was a basketball player. I don't know. It's somewhere on social media. I saw it this morning. So these are the boots. They are $350. And again, I think this is an abbreviation for mischief. Oops, I wasn't supposed to show that yet. We'll probably move on to that next. But anyway, those red boots, y'all, I swear, what a hump day. My dog barking in the background, child. The mischief boots done went to a different slide. I can't. Listen, I don't try to cover up anything here. We are not perfect. We are human. Anyway, but would you rock those boots? I wouldn't pay $350 for them, but I would rock those. If somebody gifted them to me, I would. I know. That seems so immature. I know. All right. Let's move on to the next story. Who's up next? Mischief boots. Oh my gosh. Speaking of cartoon character and shenanigans. All right. You guys know that Bobby Shmurda was released from jail. He's been out for like 2 years now, right? And he seems to be having the time of his life, okay? I can't get with his music, but if he likes it, I love it. He recently was released from his record contract. I know he was with Roc Nation. He had signed to Roc Nation, I think right before he came out of jail. And he had like a manager that was not doing what they were supposed to do, whatever. He got free from that contract. Anyway, Bobby Shmurda is out here doing him. And I thought that this was interesting that he had on this My Little Pony puffer jacket outside of a courtroom, it seems like. And the caption, something about rats. You guys know that Bobby Shmurda can't stand rats. He's amongst an elite group of people who hates rats. So his caption reads, yeah, it's fire, straight from the courts. And he tagged somebody, lay low, I just got word it's a room full of them rats. So maybe his homeboy got locked up. I have no idea what happened, but you know, his fashion choices are very, very interesting. And again, this looks like he's outside of a courthouse. What's really going on with Bobby Shmurda? I've been concerned since he got out of jail. At first, it was like, okay, he's hype. You know, he's got his freedom. He got locked up fairly young. He was locked up for quite some time. So he's just enjoying himself and he's on positive vibes. I get it. But you know what, Bobby? Do you? If it makes you happy, then do you. Who are me to judge? But I'm going to be honest with you. I am a little bit concerned about Bobby Shmurda. He was on Mike Tyson's podcast the other day. And I think Mike Tyson said something along the lines of like, he can't rap and he's annoying because all Bobby Shmurda was doing was laughing. I don't even know what they were talking about. I saw a clip and then Mike Tyson got frustrated because it's like, yo, we trying to have a serious conversation. You laughing or I don't know. He was geeked up. Who knows? Good luck, Bobby Shmurda. Just keep yourself out of trouble. I don't think he's planning on going back to jail anytime soon. All right, up next, Diddy. Did you guys see this? apparently there is this IG story post floating around, stating, "I helped you win your first and only Grammy award, which I did out of kindness, and somehow you thought you could win another without my help." Oh, okay. Diddy, a couple of media outlets on Instagram pages, I mean, posted this to their page, right? So Diddy was going around and jumping in comments saying that this is fake. So I guess he got tired of people reporting about it. So he posted this to his stories today or yesterday it was, and said, "Fake news, this is fake." Now, normally Diddy doesn't come out and address any allegations. I found it very interesting that he stuck up for Young Miami when DJ Academics had some disparaging things to say about Young Miami. Um, and Diddy came out and posted to his social media, I think it was Twitter or Instagram, and he basically said that, Young Miami's not a side chick. She's my shorty wop and she's to be respected. I was shocked. Diddy normally doesn't respond to any. There have been rumors circulating about Diddy for years, before Instagram, before Facebook. Okay, shout out to everybody who grew up during the bad boy era. And Diddy never addressed anything. There have been some serious allegations against Diddy and his shady business practices, his personal lifestyle. He's never come out and said anything. So I thought that was interesting. And then now, boom, he comes out and says, "This is fake." So people were under the assumption that Burner Boy is who he was addressing, or who is being addressed in this allegedly fake post. Because if you remember, I think it was last year or the year before that, when Burner Boy won his first Grammy, I remember him thanking Diddy, and I didn't even understand the connection between him and Diddy, but I think Diddy helped him produce his album or something like that, and he ended up winning a Grammy. Burner Boy was nominated for a Grammy this year and didn't win. So people were trying to put two and two together. Some people thought it was Mary J. Blige, but I said no. Mary J. Blige has a couple of Grammys under her belt, and I don't think Diddy helped her get those, but whatever. So it might have been Burner Boy. Burner Boy hasn't said anything. And again, Diddy coming out and addressing this is interesting. So I don't know. I'm waiting for a actual video of Diddy saying, "Listen, ain't no beef" or something like that. I don't know. Do you guys think that this was fake? Do you care? Now, let me tell you something. I know Diddy is on his positive love, 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 but Diddy can talk his ish when he's ready. I just think a lot of people don't see it because that's not something that gets filmed and put on social media. But Diddy can definitely be nasty when he's ready. Okay. He's been caught a couple of times being very aggressive, being very petty, and being nasty. So hopefully there's no drama between him and Burna Boy. And if it is, and if Burna Boy feels that Diddy's being disrespectful, just separate yourself from him. I mean, it is what it is. And I also noticed during the Grammys, or the day of the Grammys, Diddy was posting or reposting his Grammy that he received for his album. What the heck is the name of the album? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. P. Diddy and the Family. That's not the name of it. But yeah, the album that was released not too long after Biggie's life was taken. P. Diddy and the Family, or something like that. I forgot the actual name of the album. So he was posting that on social media, and I thought that he might be being petty. I don't know. It just all seemed a little bit weird to me. All right, moving along. LeBron James, he is celebrating a achievement in NBA history. He defeated Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's previous record. This is according to the Jasmine brand. So shout out to LeBron James. So there were many people in the house to watch him celebrate his milestone. They paused the game for a few minutes to let him marvel in his success of beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's previous record of points scored in NBA history. So the article reads, on Tuesday, February 7th, LeBron James became the leading scorer in NBA history after he scored his 38,388th point, passing the record's former holder, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The immortal moment happened at the end of the third quarter of the Lakers game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Russell Westbrook passed the ball to the power forward. Then he landed his historic 14-foot fadeaway jump shot with 10.9 seconds left on the clock. So shout out to you, LeBron James. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there. Jay-Z was in the building, and I would play this, but I don't want TNT on my neck. Okay, about infringing on their copywritten material. So this is what LeBron James had to say. He said, "I just want to say thank you to the Laker faithful. You guys are one of a kind. To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. Please give a standing ovation to the captain, please." Okay, he gave a shout out to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and the late NBA Commissioner David Stern. So he was overwhelmed and he concluded, "F man, thank you guys." So he cursed. I guess they caught that on audio. I didn't watch the game. Congratulations to LeBron. Are you guys fans of LeBron? So Andy Garcia, Usher, Jay-Z, Bad Bunny, Denzel Washington, they were all in attendance, just to name a few. Dwayne Wade, his former teammate, Bob McAdoo, James Worthy, Magic Johnson. So shout out to you, LeBron. I know that that's something that he was striving to achieve. He does also have dreams of playing in the NBA alongside his son. So I don't think his oldest son won't be eligible to play in the NBA until next year, sometime 2024, or if I'm not mistaken, or 2025. So that'd be dope. Father and son both playing in the NBA. That'll definitely be cool. So congratulations to LeBron. Did you see the game? Let me know what you think. All right, y'all. If you're just joining on the YouTube family members, please don't forget to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. All right, so let's move on to the next story. This is according to Radar Online. Okay, we've seen this many times over, right? How many times have we heard of Orlando Brown having some sort of issue with the law? You know, a lot of people think that he suffers from mental illness, severely suffers from mental illness. I still remember when he was on Dr. Phil, whose show is coming to an end. He was on Dr. Phil's show. I don't even understand why Phil McGraw sat down with him and had an interview. It made me kind of look at Dr. Phil some type of way, to be honest with you. Like, I was just like, why are you sitting down with him and you know that this man has serious mental issues? It's like everybody was interviewing him and people are still interviewing him. Anyway, let's get into this article. That's So Raven star Orlando Brown set to undergo mental evaluation after a domestic violence arrest. Okay, the former That's So Raven star Orlando Brown is set to undergo a mental evaluation more than 1 month after his December arrest for domestic violence, RadarOnline.com has learned. Orlando, 35, he was arrested on December 22nd in Ohio after allegedly brandishing a knife and hammer at his brother Matthew. Now, I did see the video of that. I think police showed, I forgot which Instagram page had it. The body cam footage of him, you know, speaking with the officers and when the officers were called to the scene. Anyway, the article continues. The former Disney Channel star was promptly arrested and charged with aggravated menacing, a first-degree misdemeanor. Now, according to newly released court documents, Orlando's lawyer is requesting a mental evaluation be performed on his client. This is his mugshot. Very disturbing. Although Orlando has already pleaded not guilty to the first-degree misdemeanor against him, the newly released court documents suggest the mental evaluation could potentially open the door to a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity. Okay, so that's the angle that his lawyer is going. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, Orlando was arrested in December following an alleged fight with his brother Matthew. Okay, Matthew later told police he was letting Orlando live with him because the former Disney Channel star was homeless, but Orlando started acting crazy and quote unquote erratic. After Orlando accused his brother Matthew of being inappropriate and assaulting his wife, the former child actor then allegedly grabbed a broken off knife blade and hammer and attempted to attack his brother. Wow. Okay, that's an old picture of Orlando Brown when he was younger. The Lima Police Department responded to the scene and arrested Orlando, and the former actor was reportedly being held behind bars at an Allen County Sheriff's Office before being released on Friday. just recently, after posting his $25,000 bond. As RadarOnline.com reported, December alleged incident was far from Orlando's first run-in with the law. Okay. Orlando was previously arrested in 2016 after allegedly striking his girlfriend in Torrance, California. After a witness reported the incident to the police, Orlando reportedly refused to exit his vehicle. When he finally exited the car, the responding police officers allegedly found illegal substances on the former Disney Channel star. The actor was ultimately charged with domestic battery, obstruction of justice, drug possession with intent to sell, and possession of contraband in jail in connection to the incident in Torrance. Orlando was also taken into police custody in 2018 for an outstanding warrant. The actor has also had previous arrests on charges of burglary and possession of narcotics. Okay, so recently he paid a $25,000 bond was paid for his release due to this recent incident with his brother. So you say to yourself, all right, he may need some mental help. He may have some serious mental issues. I mean, it's pretty apparent unless he's just a damn good actor. People have been interviewing him. How the heck did he manage to pay a $25,000 bond if he's homeless and needed to stay with his brother? Y'all, this world is crazy, crazy. Let's wait for this screen to load. You're going to be unpleasantly surprised when you find out who actually paid his bail. According to the Neighborhood Talk, Orlando Brown is reportedly joining the next season of Bad Boys on Zeus. Okay. According to Hollywood Unlocked, okay, the move seemed to be in motion for some time. Orlando has spent the last 2 months locked up for a domestic violence situation. The network reportedly helped secure his bond release last Friday as part of the agreement for him to join the show. So the people over at Zeus allegedly helped him get out of jail so that he can join their show, Bad Boys, on the Zeus network. If this is not exploitation, then what is? What good is this going to serve Orlando? We already know what Zeus gives, okay? And if you don't know, now you know. Nothing but drama, low budget, low brow BS. Funky Dineva said it a long time ago that network doesn't produce anything productive. I mean, he later not walked back his statements, but he did his research and he did see that there were other shows and other programming on the Zeus network, but that is not what is being highlighted. The bad girls, bad boys, all of these find love. Zeus is low budget and low brow, in my opinion. And here it is, you have somebody with serious mental issues, substance abuse issues, anger issues, trauma probably like no other, etc. And you help bail this individual out of jail and not help him get into a treatment facility, but put him on your network to further exploit him. I don't even understand what sense this makes. And I understand that desperate times calls for desperate measures, but desperate people are very dangerous. Okay. And if Zeus is that desperate for money and ratings, look at look at what they're doing. I can't even, I'm tongue tied. I can't even talk straight. I just don't think that this is a good idea. I don't know anyone who would think that this is a good idea. I think the powers that be over there at Zeus know that this is not a good idea, but it is lucrative. And I'm pretty sure that there are going to be a lot of people tuning in to see this. Look at the comments. Zeus pulling out all the big punches. This is about to be funny. I'm watching. Okay, this is somebody who was a part of Zeus Network as well. You see that? You could be at your worst. Somebody put congratulations. Someone else, I'm watching. I'm a tune in. You could literally be at your worst and not in your right mind and not even understand what you really doing. And I'm speaking on Orlando. He could very well be not clothed in his right mind, desperate for money, and think that this is the best thing for him. And you have people sitting by watching, laughing, waiting and watching and waiting for you to make a fool of yourself and possibly destroy yourself even the more. Ain't that something? I'm not watching this BS. That's crazy as hell to me, man. That's absolutely nothing. I don't see anything good coming of this. And it's crazy because I remember reporting like however many years ago, I think it was maybe during like the height of the pandemic or the beginning of the pandemic, that he had gotten saved and he was going to church and he broke down at the altar and he was trying to change his life around. I don't know. Maybe he did that for publicity. I don't know, but I just don't think it's a good idea. And shame on all the people over there at Zeus that's encouraging this. Shame on you and good luck. Moving along. And he's a huge liability. But then again, he probably signing all his rights away and don't even know it. All right, let's move this train along. Let's move this along. All right, I showed this accidentally earlier, but I guess now we've come to that time. All right. Cardi B and Offset have a meal at McDonald's. All right, this is a thing. I know Sweetie had a meal. Travis Scott had a meal, right? And who else? I forgot. Lizzo. Didn't Lizzo have a meal? Anyway, so McDonald's, they collaborate with these entertainers and create these meals. They're not new items on the menu. It's just a combination of stuff that McDonald's already has. So are y'all buying this? And this is supposed to be for Valentine's Day. I guess it's kind of like a couple's meal to share. So what is that? A quarter pounder with cheese, a cheeseburger, barbecue sauce, large fries, one apple pie, a large high C orange, a lava burst, and a large Coca-Cola. All right. So I wonder how much this meal is going to be. A lot of people have been saying on social media that Cardi B used the passing of Takeoff, who was the member of the Migos, to promote this meal. Now, I think the timing is just all bad, and I think that if we're gonna blame anyone for the timing, it should be the individual who is responsible for taking Takeoff's life. I mean, I don't think Cardi and Offset knew that Takeoff's life was going to end. Some people may disagree with me when I say that, but whatever. And also blame McDonald's. I mean, this is not being marketed as a Valentine's Day meal. They could have pushed this back, right? Especially considering all things that are going on, all the family issues that are going on between Offset and Quavo just memorializing Takeoff at the Grammys. Why can't McDonald's push the release date back? But this is supposed to be launched prior to, I think, the Super Bowl. As the Super Bowl is coming up this weekend, the Super Bowl is, right? So why we can't blame McDonald's, who's the big corporation who has the power to kind of push this back, if at all? I'm pretty sure this is something that was in the works for a very, very long time. I don't think it's fair to blame Cardi and Offset and say that they're using the passing of their loved one to promote a McDonald's meal. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Some crazy things happen on social media. So what do you guys think about this? Are you buying it? Do you think the timing is bad? And even if we think that we, the public, think the timing is bad, you think McDonald's cares about what we think? They sure don't. Y'all gonna learn these corporations don't give a about you or your life. They don't care. Absolutely don't care. All right, let's move it along. Speaking of, not even speaking of, but I was gonna say something about the Grammys. Anyway, recently at the Grammys, right? Man, the Grammys, whew, it was a good show, I think, but a lot of backlash. I think the Grammys was better this year than it was last year, especially with the tribute to hip hop. Speaking of hip hop, all right, Dr. Dre, right? Dr. Dre was awarded what was it? The Global Impact Award, and the award was named after him, right? So this young woman, this lady is not happy about that at all. And it's so funny because when Dr. Dre was presented with this award and he got up to speak, I kind of knitted my eyebrows and said, huh. So they're just giving all types of people these Grammy Awards and these Impact Global Special Awards, huh? Anyway, so the Neighborhood Talk posted this to their page, and the caption reads, one of Dr. Dre's abuse victims calls out the Grammys for naming the Global Impact Award after him despite his violent history against women. And I thought the same thing, okay? So the caption reads, one of Dr. Dre's known abuse victims, Dee Barnes, is speaking out against the Grammys after they named and awarded the Global Impact Award to Dr. Dre at this year's ceremony. Dee feels that the Recording Academy is doing a disservice to all women who experience violence at the hands of men by naming such a prestigious award after a known abuser. I can't say that I disagree. Dee was beat up by Dre back in 1991 after her show, Pump It Up. The show aired a segment about Dre that he didn't like. So he reportedly beat her mercilessly. Woof, and was charged with assault and battery. He pleaded no contest, resulting in a $2,500 fine and a 2-year probation sentence with community service. Fast forward to 2023, Dee has given an exclusive statement to Rolling Stone about her initial thoughts when she learned that her abuser, Dr. Dre, was getting an award named after him at the Grammys. She reflects on how saddening it is to see her abuser praised so openly. She said, everybody wants to separate the art from the artist, and sometimes that's just not possible. Most people without a knowledge of his history are going to say, oh, he must deserve that. He must be such a great person for them to put an award in his name. But they named this award after an abuser. It wasn't just one or two, it wasn't just a 1 or 2 time thing. These are choices. The first time, it's maybe a mistake. The second time, okay. The third time, it's a choice. I'm not saying he is the same person now, though, but to name an award after someone with that type of history in the music industry, you might as well call it the Ike Turner Award. Wow. I can't say that I disagree with her. I absolutely can't say that I disagree with her. And also, when you think about the first person that I thought about was Michelet. You know, Michelet has been very open about how Dr. Dre treated her when they were dating, in a relationship, or whatever it was called. Um, I can't say that I disagree with her. And I wonder if the Recording Academy is going to give a statement. Probably not. I don't expect them to. And I think it's specifically because of the hue of this woman. Just like Michelet, I think if it was someone who had a different hue, then maybe they wouldn't be naming an award after Dr. Dre. He oftentimes emphatically denies ever doing anything to anyone. But if there's court papers proving that you were found guilty, you had to pay a fine, and you did 2 years probation, I mean, they wrongfully found you guilty. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? And you know, it's so crazy because when I think about Chris Brown, you know, I don't think Chris Brown will ever get a Grammy. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say things like, "Oh, it's because of the situation with Rihanna." All right, rightfully so. I get it. I absolutely get it. If that's what the public wants to say, and if that's what the Grammys wants to use as the reason why to not honor or recognize or even invite Chris Brown to the Grammys, then fine. So why can't the same go for Dr. Dre? I'm just saying. But y'all know how some of y'all feel about these abusive men. Anyway, moving along. They can do no wrong, I guess, right? All right, up next. Halle Bailey, right? Shout out to Halle Bailey because I think The Little Mermaid is headed to theaters in May of this year, right? Isn't it coming out in May? Anyway, she's got other things on the books that she's doing as well. There's rumors circulating that Halle Bailey and her boyfriend DDG are no longer in a relationship. I don't know if that's true. And to be honest with you, is that any of our business? But you know, people be nosy, and for whatever reason, we care about some of these celebrities and their relationships and yada. And to be honest with you, I want the best for little Halle. I like Halle. Um, let's see. So her sister took to social media. She did apologize for not minding her business, but she took to social media, I guess, after she heard or after it was insinuated or whatever, alleged that DDG went onto social media and posted something, and she thought this sister, Sky, yes, there's another Bailey sister. This is their oldest sister. Sky thought, DDG was saying something out of sorts about her sister. So she took to social media and posted this, but she did apologize, and I don't blame her. So let's take a look and a listen to what older sister Sky Bailey had to say. Like to hit, here you go.
So what I don't like is when I wake up or when I go on YouTube first thing in the morning and I see my sister on the blogs and it's over some dude. Daryl, DDG, like, bruh, what's wrong with you? Hallie's not like the ones that you've been with. You will not treat her the way that you've treated these others. I don't give a freak if y'all had issues going on. That's what you won't do. Please understand that.
Okay, sis. She later on went on to apologize. I don't know if you can see the apology over there. She posted to her social media. My bad, y'all. Spoke to sis, and ain't nothing going on. Let me go back to drinking my water and minding the business that pays me. Now, the people in the comments were merciless. They were clowning her car, saying that her car, she needed to get a new car. She needed a timing belt. She needed a tune-up, etc., etc. So I still don't know if DDG and Halle Bailey are still an item or not. I would hope that if they decide to break up, that it's not done on social media. Halle is such a sweet girl. We've watched the Bailey sisters grow up. You know what I mean? And I don't know, just keep it in house. And see, sis, you was doing too much because you should have checked with your sister first before jumping on social media. But then again, I see a lot of these entertainers doing this. This could be promotion for some upcoming project. A lot of these entertainers are resorting to these extreme measures to promote projects that they have. As crazy as it sounds, I seen it. So shout out to Big Sis. Listen, I'm not mad at you. However, your sister is a public figure, a huge public figure, and she got contracts, girl. She got a contract with Disney. She's about to be on Broadway as well, if memory serves me correct. You can't be jumping on social media acting all ghetto for no reason. But I get it. Just learn to be a little bit less impulsive, big sis, and keep it cute, because don't mess up the bag for your sister. They already don't want her playing Ariel. Don't mess up the bag. All right. That was a bit much, right? She was like, oops, my bad. Girl, you doing something that you don't even... Girl, get it together. All right. Time to talk about my girl Beyonce, all right? Miss 32 Grammys Knowles Carter, all right? Did you guys get your tickets for the Renaissance tour? Or y'all been waitlisted? Some of her ticket prices are not as expensive as I thought that they would be. And I'm not mad about that. And let me say something about that. I wanted to say something about that. Prior to some of the tickets going on sale, well, I think the ones overseas went on sale first, right? A lot of people were complaining. Some people, I don't know. I didn't see any $3,000 or $4,000 tickets. But then again, I'm not purchasing any tickets for overseas, so I would be looking in the States anyway. And people were complaining about her ticket prices. And I know it's all in a joking manner. And I know some people were saving up. Even before Beyonce announced the tour, people were like, yeah, Beyonce better go on tour with this. I'm saving up my tax return. I'm saving up my money for tickets. Do you, whatever. But let me say something. I wonder if people realize that those ticket sales, regardless of how much they are, right? She could set the price to whatever she wants. You're either going to buy them or you're not, right? But I wonder if people think that every dime from those ticket sales is going to go in Beyonce's pocket. Y'all don't realize that Beyonce has musicians to pay, light people to pay, people who do pyrotechnics, people who build a stage, her backup dancers, her if they doing backup vocals, costume designers, makeup artists for all of her dances. Do you realize that she has a whole nation of people who help her put on this big production for a tour that's going to be taking place from what? When's she starting? In May? All the way to September? Beyonce is also adding more shows. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because she's stacking shows back to back to back in the same city. And it's like, I understand that she wants to please her fans. All we can do is pray for her strength, child, because she's already got a lot of shows. And I don't know if I don't know if she's done this many shows in any of her previous tours. And Beyonce she ain't no spring chicken, no shade. I'm pretty sure she's in good shape. But anyway, back to my original point. Y'all realize that Beyonce she got a little mini beehive nation of people who help her put on these magnificent productions and these magnificent shows that have to get paid. And I'm pretty sure that Beyonce probably pays well. She got to provide insurance for these people. So I wonder if people think about that. They just think like they see a ticket price and they're like, oh my God. And you think every single dime is going to go into Beyonce's pocket. No, she got people to pay. She has to pay her staff. Otherwise, these people are going to be taking her to court for violating labor laws. Anyway, moving along, right? I thought that this was very disheartening to hear that there were people on the Grammy voting board that intentionally did not vote for Beyonce because they feel that Beyonce has too many awards. How is that possible? I think that those people should definitely be removed from the voting board. Why would you even say this? I mean, these people, I think they remain anonymous, but still, that's problematic. If you're a judge on the voting board, are you not supposed to be voting strictly on the content, not whether you like the person or not? That's why a lot of our faves, your faves, my faves, maybe, they don't have a Grammy to this day. Is it because you don't like the person? Do you realize how damaging to the reputation of the Recording Academy this is? People already don't even support the Grammys because they realize the Grammys don't mean nothing. Remember when Kanye West put his Grammys in the toilet and, peed on it? Because growing up, I thought, okay, it's based on sales and tour and impact and all this other stuff. But more and more each year, it's being revealed that it's based on a bunch of BS. Okay. So somebody basically said that a Grammy-winning producer engineer who has been a voter for almost 20 years told Variety that they voted for Lizzo for Record of the Year because of her impact, while they seemed tired of Beyonce always being on top. This is problematic. The person says, I felt very strongly that Lizzo has changed the culture a lot. I don't agree with that, but that's their opinion. No shade, because I like Lizzo. But changed the culture? I don't know if she's changed the culture. I think she's added on to the culture, but whatever. Yeah, they remain anonymous. Anyway, they go on to say About Damn Time was a great track that everyone responded to. I agree with that. I also look at who's been there and go, okay, Adele, Beyonce, they always win. It's the same people over and over again. So I went for Lizzo. So wait a minute. You voting based on, Adele and Beyonce, they always get it. Wow. Not the impact that either of these two women had on the culture. Listen, I'm happy for Lizzo. I like the fact that Lizzo won Record of the Year. I think she deserved it. I think everybody who was in that category was appropriately nominated for the award, right? And like I said, I like Lizzo. Anyway, another voter described as a music business veteran in his 70s, said, with Beyonce, the fact that every time she does something new, it's a big event and everyone's supposed to quake in their shoes. It's a little too portentous. Wow. That's crazy. The person was also not too fond of Harry, admitting to holding his boy band days against him. So you didn't even like Harry Styles, but because you think that everybody makes a big deal about Beyonce, you voted against her. This is problematic. A 30-something female singer voting for the second time believes Adele and Beyonce's award-winning reputations were a hindrance. I didn't vote for either Adele or Beyonce in any of the top categories. I love Beyonce's album and have been a fan of Adele, but I feel that they have already won a lot of Grammys. Girl, y'all ain't afraid that the Beehive gonna find out who y'all are? I don't think that that's grounds for these individuals to continue being voters at the on the Grammy board. I don't, because if that's how you're gonna pick and choose who you vote for, then then what? People ask this question all the time. In 2023, what weight does a Grammy award hold? What true weight does a Grammy award? You got people admitting to intentionally not voting for Beyonce and Adele specifically because they feel they have too many awards. I wonder if the gentleman, I can't remember his name, the gentleman who held the title for several years, did you guys feel that way about him? Of course not, because he was male, and he had a specific hue. May he rest in peace. I'm not being disrespectful. But you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think that's very, very problematic. And I don't understand why people aren't upset about that. No, like, am I tripping? Oh, she got too many awards. So never mind the talent. She just got too many awards. So we just not going to give her none. I don't know, y'all. That sounds a little bit fishy to me. All right. Speaking of Beyonce still, she's launching her new line for Ivy Park. She said this is the Trail Park collection. She said this is her favorite drop to date. This is from her Instagram page. She looks, Beyonce. I don't know why the hell this is not loading. Whatever. All right. So let's move on to this article. Boy, my internet is giving me a time today, boy. Make sure you guys are liking the video, please. Thank you. My dog seemingly has quieted down in the back. He's just doing the absolute most. All right. So Beyonce's Ivy Park Adidas clothing line is reportedly losing money for sportswear brand. This is according to Forbes. Okay. So just some key facts in the article so we can get through this quickly. According to documents obtained by the Journal, Ivy Park, Wall Street Journal, I'm assuming, Ivy Park did roughly 40 million in sales in 2022, down from 93 million sales in 2021. The company had projected the line would do 250 million in sales in 2022. In 2023, Adidas projects the line will do 63 million in sales compared to an earlier projection of the year of 335 million. Any of y'all want a dog? I'll give him to you for free. And 6 months supply of food. He's so disrespectful. Anyway, Adidas stands to lose 10 million on the partnership in 2022. The contract between Ivy Park and Adidas is set to end after 2023, and Adidas executives have discussed revamping the line or ending the deal, sources told the Journal. This is interesting. Why do you think sales? Well, someone else said, they also said that this is false. A spokesperson for Forbes told its assumptions about Ivy Park are not correct. Its partnership with Ivy Park is strong and successful, and it continues to be inspired by our collective vision and are proud of the work we have created together. The company does not disclose key financial figures for individual product categories. So, one hand, the sales are not doing so well. On the other hand, it's being said that that's not true. Now, Beyonce was still slated to earn $20 million in compensation from the sports brand, as she has in previous years. So every year she gets 20 million. So why do you think, if this is true, why do you think that sales are down with Ivy Park? Is it because of the price point? Because this stuff is expensive. You know, you oftentimes see like celebrities rocking this stuff if they're not getting it for free. Is it not like practical? Like some of the outfits that Beyonce is rocking in the line or has in the line, is it that it's not practical? Like this is not something that you see people wearing to the grocery store or to pick up the kids from school or even to work out in. So is that what it is? You know what I mean? Is it too off the runway-ish, I guess? And also, too, you don't even see Beyonce really rocking this when we do see her. That's another key point in the article. You don't often see Beyonce pictured rocking her own brand like how Kanye did. Now, listen, I knew Adidas was going to take a hit when Kanye and their relationship, was over. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you rock Ivy Park? Do you wait for the launch of Ivy Park? I know two people personally, like in real life, that have actually purchased 1 to 2 items from previous Ivy Park lines. So, like, what is it? I personally They look nice in photos, but it's not something that I would be like, oh yeah, I want to get that Ivy Park sweatsuit or that Ivy. No, to be honest with you, I don't. No, not me personally, but good luck to you, Beyonce. You know, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. As far as Adidas is concerned, good luck to you guys. All right, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I'm wrapping this thing up. Thank you for rocking out with me again. I apologize for my very out of line, out of order son in the background barking. He's just doing way too much as usual. Welcome to all of the new royal family members. If you made it to the end, please don't forget to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. That's all. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about any of the topics discussed in today's Hot Topics video. All right, I'm signing off. I love you for watching. As always, until next time. Peace.